When it comes to pelvic health, a common question I get is, how do I do Kegel exercises? I'm Dr. David Rapp, a urologist and a surgeon specializing in bladder control and sexual health. And today we're talking about pelvic floor exercises, or Kegel exercises, what they are, how to do them, and most importantly, I'm going to give you one exercise, one of the most important exercises for bladder control and sexual function. Don't forget, subscribing is one of the best ways to support this channel, help me make more of these videos. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos in this exercise series. And if you want the full set of tools, exercise, nutrition, education, so that you can do everything you can to restore bladder and sexual function, be sure to check out hfitness.com. Okay, so back to pelvic floor or Kegel exercises. They're just that, exercises. That's very different from a Kegel squeeze. Pelvic floor exercises are often based on the building block of a Kegel squeeze, which is simply a contraction of the pelvic floor muscles. But pelvic floor exercises or Kegel exercises, they are much more comprehensive. Let me give you an example. Let's say you really want to get into shape. So you learn to do a sit-up, and you do just that, maybe 50 a day. That's not bad. That's like learning to do a Kegel squeeze and doing just that, maybe 50 a day. Not bad. On the other hand, you really want to get into shape. So you go get a trainer, and they work with you on sit-ups and pull-ups and weight training, and maybe throw in some cardiovascular exercise like treadmill. As you can imagine, the exercise regimen, that would be much better than just sit-ups. It would be much more effective in getting you into shape. The more comprehensive approach, that's pelvic floor exercises or Kegel exercises as opposed to a Kegel squeeze. A variety of exercises, different contraction types, different postures, throwing in stretching and posture. That's much better. And that takes time to learn. So many have reached out with comments like, can you just teach me a Kegel squeeze? Just make it simple. And I can, if that's all you want. Please check out our introductory video that goes into doing a Kegel squeeze in detail. Most importantly, a large percentage of people who think that they're doing a Kegel squeeze correctly, well, they're not. They're squeezing the wrong muscles, and that won't help. So our introductory video does spend some time showing you the correct muscles, where you should feel the contractions, so that you're starting off with really a correct Kegel squeeze. That's because I don't want you spending a lot of time doing a Kegel squeeze incorrectly. That's not going to help you. But for those of you who have learned the basic Kegel squeeze and you want more, you want to progress to the next level and really see results, this video, it's for you. Today's exercise, it's one specifically helpful to improve urinary urgency. That's rushing to the bathroom, feeling like you can't make it in time. And that's important because people can have different problems with bladder control. Urgency, rushing, it's only one of them. Others include leakage with urine during activity like when you run or you cough, and there are other exercises focused on those issues. So today we're focusing on an exercise for rushing to the bathroom. It's one that focuses on the quick burst, which is a short, intense Kegel squeeze, generally a second. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. Think about how you would train if you were a runner. You have what we call fast twitch muscles. They produce rapid, high intensity power for short durations, useful for sprinting, but they fatigue quickly. On the other hand, slow twitch muscles contract slowly, providing endurance for long duration activities, for example, jogging or long distance running. So if you wanted to get better at sprinting, you'd exercise those fast twitch muscles. But if you wanted to run a marathon, you wouldn't do those same exercises. You'd do ones focused on slow twitch muscles. Same approach here. We're working those muscles that help with rushing to the bathroom. And to do that, we want to focus on strong, short Kegel squeezes. It's time to get started with your exercise.
Now we are going to move on to an exercise called quick burst. Using the same technique, we are going to do short and strong Kegel bursts. First 1 second, then 2 seconds, then 5 seconds. Here we go. Zip, squeeze, elevate, 1 second, and release. Zip, squeeze, elevate, hold, 2, release. Zip, squeeze, elevate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Next set, squeeze for 1 second and release. Breathe. Now for 2 seconds and release. And finally for 5 seconds and release. As you perform these exercises, imagine you are coughing as you squeeze. Imagine you are sneezing and really try to visualize engaging those muscles to protect you. Let's repeat that. Zip, squeeze, elevate, hold 1, and release. Zip, squeeze, elevate, hold 1, 2, and release. Zip, squeeze, elevate, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release.
Welcome back. That exercise, that one exercise, can make such a difference. It may seem simple, but it really can. So practice it and then incorporate it into your daily routine for the next month or two. I'm David Rapp, and my goal is to help you improve bladder and sexual function so you can live your best lives with confidence. Check out the other videos in this series that focus on other components of sexual function and bladder control, and as always, live your best life.